2020 Tantra on Amazon, info in the description. Contact me on Instagram. So you materialize and dematerialize, you fully form and then you deform or unform, however you want to look at it. You become and then unbecome. So the nothing becomes something and then realizes itself and then returns to its nothingness, its immortality. So you live from death to death. You wake up from a dream where you died. So you continually end up waking up if you're not gradually, if you're not gradually in the way-woo way on the process of unbecoming, then you'll just continually wake up with less and less of yourself. You get wiped more and more. Wiped every time you go to sleep or reach the void, you get wiped if you're going in the direction of disintegration. So it's integration or disintegration. So there's no time existing because everything is in cycles. So if you were to ejaculate with a female that isn't the direct reflection or isn't in the truest form yet, then you die, you have a petite mort, and then you reincarnate and live the exact same life you just lived, or the memories that you identify with this life that you just lived. You wake up in what is supposedly tomorrow, but there is no tomorrow. It's just you're waking up basically like 24,000 years later. But in your perspective, because it's always you just synchronizing with a perspective. Everything in life is just you synchronizing with an experience, synchronizing with a perspective of yourself, of the master, synchronizing with a master of an experience. And it's always in a reflection. Everybody is the master. Everybody is the master of their experience. So it looks the same. The day is, you call it a tomorrow, but it's just the next time that particular alignment of stars happened again. And there's yugas every 6,000 or so years, so 24,000 years, you have the same day again. So every day exists eternally on its own. Every day itself insists upon itself. Every day is a Tao that's part of the Tao. Every person is a Tao that's part of the Tao. So every day is eternally in its position, and you look at it from a different perspective. The day never changes. It's just this alignment. You have a different perspective of a particular alignment. And so there is no time. It's just a cycling of the stars or wandering stars or whatever, how you want to look at it. A cycling of perspectives. And so it's all about which perspective you synchronize with during those cycles. So you synchronize with an experience. The master of it is you. Its reflection shows itself. Your you, me, your external you shows itself or whatever, and then you either fall to fear and disintegrate with the illusion, and then you synchronize with illusion and fall further into illusion, and then at that point then you just continually disintegrate. And either way you reach the void. It doesn't matter. Either way you reach the void. There's no particular way to the way. It's just how much of you is going to be wiped, how much of you are going to retain from dream to dream or whatever you want to call it. So when you do release or ejaculate, there's never any lack and there's never any time. So the seed energy always comes back. And again, every day exists for eternity. It's just alignment from a different perspective. So if you release, you get your seed energy back some way, somehow, and it's a quantum sense. So there's no... People can come back as sons and daughters and be the same age as you, or be older than you, or be younger than you and be your father, or whatever. The seed energy comes back because every time that you create a ripple in a portal like that with somebody and release like that, even if it's alone, you opening the portal every time you align with creation and open up the seed like that, you're creating a ripple that basically births children or fragments of you. Because in the quantum view, in the quantum sense, so all these seed energies have to come back in various ways, and you just wake up, you call it tomorrow, but it's 6,400 years later. You just, from your perspective of first person, you'll never know. It's just, in the third person perspective, again, everybody that it can perceive your death from third person are just the parts of you that aren't woken up yet. Once you've totally woken up, then everybody realizes they're immortal, and then everybody realizes they're immortal. So 2020 Tantra on Amazon, and info in the description. And yeah, you only have to control one body to control all the other bodies, because everybody is everybody.